Viewer discretion advised.
Why are you trying to do the Scarface thing on us right now?
What do you mean?
Like, what are you, fucking lame? Lame? There you go. Proud of you.
Now I'm like a nerd. Oh, Jesus.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Slammin Salmon. I'm Mikey Fish.
Nah, maybe. And I'm
Nah, it's Gabriel. Anyways, this is part 2 of the Q&A. Let's get it Dunskies, dude. Let's do it. You ready? I'm ready. You ready? Mm-hmm. Type.
down the line, XX_Darth_Tony XX.
It's very similar to your name.
Or sorry, would you guys ever consider having guests on Slammin Salmon? And yes, we have been talking about it for a while. It's hard to coordinate between 4 people. It's already hard enough with 3 people.
And plus, we gotta get someone who like is gonna go well with whatever song we do. Like, we don't want to get someone who like loves death metal and is like, hey, bro, come watch this hardcore shit with us. And
It's a little hard, but we're trying. We're trying to be fun.
Good question, buddy.
Darth Tony also asked animated Slammin Salmon, which out of the budget.
Yeah, a little tough to do. It'd be sick though. That'd be a fun little
pretty cool.
cartoon, wouldn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
we could do how like Game Grumps does, where they take like a 1-minute segment out of their like long ass episodes, and someone like they give it to any sort of animator, and they animate that
They pay
scene
for
in
that,
their
probably.
style.
Ooh,
Yeah, but that's what I'm
imagine.
saying.
if we got to Game Grumps status, then yeah, we would do
Yes,
it.
fuck yes.
Imagine like right before a breakdown, as you go in, switch like cartoon style. Like
Also, I wouldn't actually have to be beat up anymore. Next! Thank you, Darth Tony. XX, Darth, not Darth.
Shush.
Sorry.
Question for you.
Me?
_I am the black sheep. How big are your plugs and how long have you been stretching them?
They are 2 inches. It took me 3 years to do it, and I've had them for about 12.
He also had a blowout because he stretched him too quick.
Well, I've
Well,
had
everybody does.
3 blowouts in this year.
God damn.
Don't stretch too quick, fellas.
Yeah, don't stretch too quick. Take your time.
Y'all ain't gonna stretch anyways. That shit's dead.
At Andy Bernal _TX.
Texas represent.
When can we expect new music / tour dates from Purifier and Virtue?
Well, we just put something out and we're touring in October. But
where are you
it's
touring?
like a week-long tour. I don't know. Heavy Hitters 2 is when we're ending it.
October 26th.
Yeah, be there.
Are you touring?
B Square.
L7
L7
we will hopefully have new music by the end of the year. If not by the end of the year, then early next year. And early next year is when we're gonna try and get on the road.
Woo! Can't wait.
Frodo Bomb.
Nice.
Would it be possible to maybe have like a throwback session, just AB beat that ass? And I typed that as exactly as I saw it.
Just to AB beat that ass.
Just, yeah, that's how I typed it. Just to AB beat that ass.
They want me to beat you up more.
Oh.
How's that throwback session though?
Because
still
we used
do
to do
that?
that. Well, we used to do that a lot. Now we don't really.
It hurts.
It hurts.
I'm getting old, man.
And sometimes the songs we listen to don't really,
Yeah, you gotta get to that point.
You gotta
man.
get to that
You
point.
can't just
and, like,
fake it.
That's the
Can't
whole thing
fake it.
behind Slammin Salmon is they are completely genuine every time. If you see them, moshing on each other, that's because like they genuinely feel that way.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
It's good to keep it genuine. We got to be honest.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you, Frodo Bomb.
Frodo Bomb.
At Mushy Misanthrope asked 2 questions.
Is it Thorpe or Thrope? I don't know.
Thrope.
I don't know. Anyways, it's a funny name.
She
Mushy.
asks.
Is it a female?
It is a female. She asked, would you guys consider making merch anytime soon? Or answer to that is yes. We are trying to get some stickers made.
Stickers.
That'd be pretty cool. And what category of music do you put a day to remember in?
I don't know. Is it
Pop?
See, they're like borderline pop punk, but also borderline like easy core.
Yeah, easy core like Kid Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I like A Day to Remember, man.
Yeah. So
Homesick was one of the best
ADTR.
albums ever, man.
So 50-50 pop punk or easy core.
Let's switch it up. Let's go to concert/pit questions.
okay.
All right.
At Angel Screams Go. Craziest mosh pit/wall of death that you guys have ever experienced that got you shook.
The scariest pit I ever saw in my life, it was early on whenever I started going to shows, and it was when I saw Beneath the Massacre at the White Rabbit in San Antonio, and that was just Oh, that was real, man. That was.
I was gonna say
awful.
anything at the White Rabbit back in the day. Like I specifically remember this old local band called Anastasia. They had like 3 fights break out in the middle of their set, and then I saw a big ass fucking trash can land on top of a tiny kid trying to 2-step, and I thought he was dead after that. And then I believe someone pulled out a knife and almost stabbed someone.
Oh, tight. And then of course there was always the overthrower shows at the Rabbit.
Shut it down! And then the lights would turn off, and then they would turn back on, and this small ass room, as small as this garage, would be full of everyone swinging on each other. And I would be.
It was not this small.
It was almost this small.
No, the jam
maybe a little bit.
So here's the thing about that is like when they would cut off the lights, it would go pitch black, and all you could see was the light from outside on the door, the crack, and you would just see little flashes like going past it.
And you would hear keys jingling, and windbreaker just.
And then
the lights would come on,
and then there was just people.
The whole fucking room just
terrifying.
And you're just like, what the fuck?
Wall of Death, everyone I've ever seen was hilarious. It's just never any good.
Wall of Death never really got me shook, but my answer for craziest mosh pit is honestly any Thompson show right now. Any Thompson show that we have.
Those are pretty great.
There's trash cans being thrown around, there's fight every now and then.
I'm waiting for someone to get kicked out of the garage.
Dude, this next question.
Craziest concert?
No, this one.
Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to skip and do.
Okay, cool.
We'll come back to that one, but another one for you.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Oh god.
At Joel Macy, craziest concert experience, kind of the same one.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Just
Well, I mean, in
I've seen
general,
some
like, did you
crazy
see
shit.
something fucked up at some random show, like
I went to not really a concert. I went to
Pecan Fest?
no. It was held in Rockdale randomly.
Oh, the EDM thing?
Yeah, huge.
Youre?
No, it was
Nocturnal Fest.
Nocturnal Fest.
The amount of just people that I saw like on the ground, like probably dead from drugs, and then you find out later a bunch of people did die.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that I saw like dead bodies.
Yeah.
Just from ODing on everything. That's probably the #1 craziest experience. Like, cause I'm used to like people fighting and shit. So a little out of the ordinary for me was that kind of shit.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I
don't like that shit. I went for my brother.
Yeah.
My brother's into that stuff, so.
I work at a venue in Austin, and I just worked an EDM show, and literally like people were so fucked up, and I saw this chick.
It's got you doing it now. Every time you hear that again.
I saw this chick just like jump off of someone's shoulders, and she just hit the ground. And I did not see her get back up. And later, that same chick was getting wheeled out by the EMTs.
That reminds me, when I went to go see Post Malone at Stubbs, I saw one of the hype men do a front flip into the crowd and kick this woman in her face and knocked her out. And then also, I saw Fire from the Gods a long time ago, and I started getting my ass whooped. And this guy was beating the shit out of me. He was really tall. I'll never forget that. I kicked him by accident. He didn't like it, and he started beating the shit out of me. And I came to while I was getting the back of my head punched, and I wrapped my arm around him, like from down like that, and I got my thumb and went as deep as I could into this dude's eye socket, like until he let go. And then I got on his back, and since he was so tall and I'm short, I was standing up and he was on his knees, and I was choking him. I barely remember it, but I just remember doing all that. And then I got choked out by security, and I woke up halfway while him pulling me out, and then they were mad at me like I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Fuck that dude.
This is actually a good question kind of following this whole thing is opinions on crowd killing with objects.
It's all really fun and games until you actually fuck up someone's day.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna. It's what.
If
I'm not about it. So if you're throwing a trash can, it's whatever. But I remember at a Thompson show, they were throwing the trash can.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm sick of it by now. It's fucking old by now. But whatever. It's something that they like to do. I feel bad for Felipe every time.
Well, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew and Felipe, no doubt. And one time they were throwing it around, and the trash can broke, so it was super sharp, and they were still hitting people with it. And I was I think that's just the old man in me freaking out.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
No, like anything else, like don't hit someone with a fucking cinder block. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, no, like I mean, granted, I'm guilty of hitting someone with a gallon jug of water, but
Accidentally.
that was accidental. The
but it was
broke.
funny.
It was hilarious.
So it depends, because I mean, like if you just unexpectedly to a random stranger, hit them as hard as you can with a fucking like broom or trash can, yeah, it's fucked a little. But if you like accidentally throw a water jug at your friend, or maybe purposely, and they're like, got me, you know, then it's all fun and games. But, you know.
Well, actually, here.
Just be chill.
Just to knock these all out at once, at TS_Hudton_TS says, what are your worst pit experience, my bros?
That was the one, the Fire from the Gods one, no doubt.
Probably when I saw Oceano at Empire, and like the whole fucking night, the whole time I was like, man, all these fucking push moshers in the way and shit. I'm not gonna get in there because they've been like targeting people just wanting to hardcore dance. And so Oceano played their last song, I think it was Samuel the Destroyer, and I was like, fuck it, I gotta go in. So I went in, and literally this push mosher shoved me like all the way to like the opposite side, and then decked me right in the face and ran off. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like I was like blacked out for a second, and then when I came to, he was gone. I'm like, fuck. That's like the only time I've ever been really hurt.
Next related question, at Gnarly Dab Dad, craziest thing you've ever seen at a show? Kind of relating back to their stories.
The people dying.
Yeah, exactly. That was pretty fucked up.
And then at Guhberry, what's the craziest thing you guys have seen at one of your shows? Actually, crazy things happen to your show.
Actually, I'm gonna rewind real quick. The worst pit experience is when I tore my ligament in my ankle moshing. That was really bad.
Crazy thing that happened at one of my shows. AB threw the jug of water at Jose's face. That was probably the one.
Honestly, it was probably
mean during your sets.
I was gonna say the craziest, but probably like honestly the best thing now. There was this kid from San Antonio that would book shows, and then he later got called out for being like an abuser and shit to his ex and everything. But before all that, during our set, someone, I think it was Jay from Unity, Texas. They just got signed to Pure Noise. Shout out to them. He videotaped the kid up against a glass, and this dude like literally came up and elbowed his head into the glass and then starts wailing on him, and it looks pretty fucking horrifying in the video. But now I'm just like,
we can all laugh.
We can all laugh at it now.
The question for you, Hardcore Keem would like to know,
oh shit,
why you're always late.
Hold up, fam. Oh, whoa, what?
Why is Slam always late?
Damn.
Because he's lazy. There's no other way around it. It's just no priority.
How does Hardcore Keem know me like that?
Because I'm always talking about how late you are.
You're talking about it, and I put on the SnS story sometimes. How
boy, he called me out.
Dude, it literally just has to do with not having your priorities straight.
No, that's not true.
It is.
I have my priorities straight. I just don't care.
It's
come on.
It's not
That's
being
hurtful.
an adult about things. That's facts. Anyways,
I don't care.
see, he doesn't care. That's not very adult-like.
Going back to music, at Sidogram.
My boy Keelan!
What was your main metal influence growing up, and what top 3 would you recommend?
Metal influence, POD, Mastodon, probably System of a Down. Musically, I mean, that's just more the metal way, but like Bob Marley and the Wailers was a big one for me as a kid. I grew up listening to that, so that was a big one. What about you?
I grew up listening to like Van Halen and Rolling Stones and shit, but
Van Halen, not Van Hagar.
Nah, fuck Van Hagar. But my metal influences would probably be between like Slayer, Cannibal Corpse, Slipknot, System of a Down.
That's 3!
Well, those.
What about you?
My metal influences were, when I first got into metal, was Lamb of God, Slipknot, and Korn. Those were like the first 3 that I ever really heard. Kind of how me and this guy met back in middle school, is he tried to steal my Lamb of God CD.
Yeah, that's true.
Sacrament, I think.
Yeah, the Sacrament one.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, Slipknot is one of my all-time favorite bands. Would I recommend?
Purifier.
I'd
Virtue.
recommend Purifier, Virtue.
Carnivorium.
Thanks, Sid.
It's Keelan. He just looks like Sid the Sloth. That's why his name is Sidogram.
At J_Dad_Fury also asked bands that got you into music.
I was big on Ghetto Boys as a kid.
Yeah, 3 6 Mafia. But like besides all that, because I mean, yeah, we were in Texas. We grew up on like Zero and shit.
At Colton D. Schneider,
Radio.
what was the defining band that got you into heavier music?
Oceano, probably. That's probably.
Whoa.
Well, no, the first band.
The first like
So
heavy
I was
band.
really into. So I never went through that like post-hardcore like that, like, and I never went through the scene phase. I skipped it. So I went from like System of a Down, and then my dad bought me a magazine from Germany, and it had a compilation disc, and it had Aborted on it, and that's what like it just like out of nowhere it was like System of a Down to straight Aborted, and it was like I never looked back. I mean, I did, but like that's what probably got me into hard music.
I straight up took the long
You were
route
like-
because I was like
You were like big into like
him.
Silverstein and shit.
You had-
Like,
you had a big-
I love him. All right, but yeah, I went like a whole like beeline because I like started with like System of a Down and Slipknot, Slayer, Cannibal Corpse, and then it just went whoop. Silverstein, like The Used, Aiden,
His
Under
bedroom,
Oath.
his bedroom had.
I was emo as fuck.
His bedroom had. He had. I remember the posters he had too. You had Atreyu. You had
Atreyu.
Senses Failed, The Used,
Yep.
him.
Yep.
and Cannibal Corpse.
And
Silverstein.
Cannibal Corpse.
You had a bunch of those like
Yeah.
emo. Aiden. You had a bunch of those
Yep.
fucking emo posters.
The only like band that I would say I went through like that was like I liked Norma Jean a lot.
Norma Jean was tight.
Norma Jean was probably like
Norma
the
Jean
only
was
band
definitely
that was like
metalcore,
yeah,
like,
well,
back in the
like,
day.
yeah, like post-hardcore.
Like Poison the Well and
Yeah,
shit.
I like Poison the Well. They were sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like that. All right, thank you for the questions, Colton D. Schneider.
Oh, these actually kind of all relate in the same category of John Luxmore. What made you guys interested in music in general, and at what point were you guys influenced in the metal genre? Kind of the same things.
It was about like 4th, 5th grade. I got into metal and shit.
or 8th grade. For me.
So,
Well, I mean, like us, yeah, it was like 6th or 7th grade. But
so what got
4th
me
or
into
5th.
music in general was my dad is a musician, and he's played with really big, like I'd say really big names, but he's played with big names like Rick Trevino and stuff, which is a Texas country artist. My dad's played in front of like thousands. So ever since I was a little kid, I used to go to shows or concerts that he would put on and stuff, and I would sleep in his guitar case. So yeah, I just kind of grew up on music, and my dad like recorded music and whatnot. So there's that.
Mine was because I got into marching band in like middle school, and then I like went from middle school to high school all being in marching band, and I just because of that, like I had to learn to play music. I just was like, well, I want to play music, but not this kind of music, and then wanted to start a band.
Aco Juke Fixin.
We'll put it right there.
Yeah, what's both of y'all's favorite band and why?
Off the top of the dome, it's probably POD, Mastodon, Breaking Benjamin, Hatebreed,
Okay.
and Lamb of God probably.
Oh, Hatebreed. Oops. I forgot Hatebreed was like one of the first like metal.
That's probably
These I
like my
listen to.
top 5 off the top of the dome. I don't know.
Slayer, Slipknot, Suicide Silence.
Suicide Silence cannot be your fucking top 5. It's not even in your top 5 fucking deathcore bands. It does not make sense.
I told you why that worked.
Yeah, I told you what. You told me why you thought it worked, but it doesn't work.
It does work.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It does not.
Anyways.
It doesn't even make sense.
Let's move on.
Please.
Ryan Allen, what are your favorite brutal slammin' death metal band?
I don't really know. Like, I don't really listen to that.
Brutal.
I don't know.
Brutal
Is-
slammin' like the whole.
I used to listen to a lot of Pencil Lead Syringe. Does that count? I don't even know if that's brutal. Like,
Should we do miscellaneous
let's just go through them.
or concert?
Let's do concert pit stories.
Sid McCann. How old were you when you first started moshing?
My first time ever moshing was during Despised Icon. I said, I'm just gonna do it, man. I'm just gonna go out there and do it. And I know I look so terrible. Ugh, I was probably like 14, maybe 15. I was pretty young. I know I had these stupid fucking socks on. Loser.
I was like 13, but it wasn't even like mosh, like hardcore moshing. It was like push moshing.
Oh yeah, I guess there was a school concert and they played Cold by Crossfade, and I started bumping into my buddies, and that's probably
I
the
guess
first
in
time I
that
ever
sense-
moshed.
Joel Macy, worst pit injuries.
I tore a ligament in my ankle, did a spin kick, landed wrong, whole body rolled, tore it, could not walk for like a month, and the pain was excruciating, agonizing.
I'd have the,
I guess yours was that
I-
fucking what you
When
mentioned
you
earlier.
broke your hand,
yeah, mine would have to be, I don't even like the band. I went to South by, and I heard a breakdown, I was like, okay, finally I can mosh, and it was Attila, so don't laugh. I don't listen to Attila. I listen to me, man. I don't listen to Attila, okay? Okay, I don't listen to Attila. But they had a breakdown, so I was like, whatever, I'll mosh. And I swung so freaking hard, and I hit this kid in the forehead, and I snapped my arm. I didn't really snap it. I got a hairline fracture, but dude, frick. I thought I was gonna vomit. I had this fucking windbreaker that it wasn't a zip-up one. It was a pullover.
Yeah, you had
and
to
I had
take it off.
Yeah, I had to like
I
bend like
remember
that. Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, dude.
That really
You
sucked.
you almost vomited, right? Or you did vomit?
I didn't vomit. I thought I was
almost,
going to,
yeah.
and I stayed the night at your house.
Yeah.
After that, and it was just purple.
Yeah.
It was so bad. That sucked.
Yeah, dude.
Joel Macy asked another question.
Yeah, this one actually goes in a different category. Top 3 deathcore vocalists.
Adam Warren.
I was just gonna say Adam Warren.
Probably for me, probably Adam Warren, Mitch Lucker, and possibly Scott Lewis. Or is that his name? Scott Lewis?
Scotty and Liz.
For
I also
me,
like
take
Ricky
out-
Hoover a lot.
See, I was gonna say take out Scott and put in Phil Bozeman.
Phil Bozeman's sick. Yeah, Phil Bozeman's definitely someone that, is up there. Thank you for joining us, guys, for the Q&A. It really means a lot that y'all send us these questions. It means a lot. It really does. Because, I'll tell you why. It means a lot because we're just happy that you care enough about our opinions and what we think. And so, thank you for this. Be sure to check us out on all social media platforms. That is Instagram and Facebook. If you didn't know, check it. Leave comments down below. Also, subscribe to us and hit that like button, pussy.